How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions. Well, you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. Where do vampires keep their money? The blood bank. Pretty bad. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN, which ended up having a healthy pullback inside of the market, where we're going to talk about it a little bit further. But before I get started, of course, I got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing that we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and the next move that we want to look forward to. Then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information and as well as the recent institutional ownership. Afterwards, then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. Were institutions loading up on large scale orders today? We're going to find out. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going right into the final thoughts. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So we ended up closing at $7.52, being down 0.92%. On the low, it tested $7.48, and then on the high, testing $7.78. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, we traded at 6.625 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 7.258 million shares. So we did have below average volume, but on the day, overall, we still did fairly good because we are staying consistent. As far as the chart that we are using, you can see from the RSI down below, we're right around 52.12, so we're pretty much in the middle there. And when we take a look at our moving averages on the chart, we have continued strength above the 200-day. Of course, we are below the 100-day, and we are sitting on top of the 21-day EMA and as well as the 50-day. So we are continuing to have consolidation and support in this mid-70 range, and it's good to see because if you remember from yesterday, we closed around $7.58. Now, as far as what I'm going to be looking forward to, I want to see us being able to get past $7.78. We ended up testing other higher areas of resistance. As you can see over here, we tested at $7.92 and also $7.98. I know you guys remember that day. So now the fact of the matter is it is getting lower. So we're testing lower levels. So we need to see some momentum so we can get up to this $8 area. We know this is a psychological area. This is the area where we have a lot of profit taking. So with that in mind, what you want to look for is buying volume, because if we can get past this $8 area, like I was saying previously, then we could easily get to around to the $8.30 range. And that's one thing I want to make sure you guys are fully aware of. If we do decide to pull back, of course, I'm going to want to see areas of support hold up here around the $7.23 level. And this is an area where we have proven to do just that. So let's see if OCGN can actually get to that $8 level sometime this week, because I think it'll be a really good look and set us up for the following week after. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for OCGN. So as we scroll down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So we can see recently we have for the 30th being Bridge Builder Small/Mid Cap Growth Fund that went in with just over 67,000 shares. And that's pretty good to see as far as from the filing is concerned. I think we covered that yesterday actually. But now when we take a look at the short interest information, scrolling down on the page, you can see for the short shares availability is at 1.3 million, updated 18 minutes ago. And then for the short borrow fee rate, it was at 3.42%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 27th, it was at 45.85. The close for the 30th being at 61.62. And you can see it's gone down as far as from yesterday's close being at 47.47. But that doesn't change the fact that OCGN continues to have short squeeze potential, and it also does have a lot of negative market sentiment. And of course, it's due to the fact, hey, we are waiting on the catalyst to come through for who. And as far as the market is concerned, when they look at OCGN, they're saying, we don't think that this company is going to be able to get all of the things that they need to get done as far as for their operational goals. goals. But of course, that gives us the opportunity, if they end up actually going through with those goals, we could see some strong moves to the upside. So hey, let's see what happens. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So we could see here on the inflow is at 9,896, and then on the outflow it was at 10,763. So we ended up having an outflow day. On the large side, we could see 1,174, and then on the medium side we have 5,375, and then on the small we have 3,348. When we take a look at the outflow side, we had 0 on the large. On the medium we had 6,908, and then on the small we had 3,855. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you could see for September the 1st, which was today, we ended up having the 1,173.63. So institutions went in with large scale orders today for OCGN. I know that is good news for many of you shareholders out here, and it does show a bullish signal. But one thing we have to understand, there are many that are inside of this play looking for that WHO approval, and I do know the stock should gain momentum from this. I won't go any further. Let's jump into the final thoughts and we can conclude this video. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, as far as being a shareholder, there's a lot to look forward to here, especially since we're seeing all over on the internet, you're seeing it in a lot of articles, we should be getting a decision in mid-September. And now September has come, so of course I wouldn't be shocked if we have more FOMO coming into the play, and as well as more people buying up shares. But I want to make sure you're prepared for that, and that's part of the reasons why we do the technicals. When we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it still continues to have a lot of short squeeze potential. So what this also tells us though, there's a lot of negative market sentiment around OCGN. There are a lot of people who are betting on the fact that OCGN is going to fail and the stock is going to pull back, and that's the reason why they have their short positions. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. So that's why you have to do your homework and do your due diligence and have high conviction if you're going to be inside of this play and you're going to be holding out leading up to that approval. But I do know if they end up getting it, it could be a big time game changer. So that's one thing to also be aware of. Also, if you want to be trading off of the fluctuations, you want to pay attention to support, the resistance areas, especially those psychological areas. We're looking forward to seeing that break above $8 because like I said, it could really start moving from there. And the healthy pullback that we had overall on the day wasn't that bad, because I think on the previous day we ended up closing around 758, like our 759. Today we closed at 751. We're still hanging on support, so let's see how tomorrow actually turns out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.